Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2020 and Believe in the Blaze with Sheffield United. We're taking on Chelsea at home today, a big game, and hopefully we haven't really had a big upset win yet this season, so hopefully this will be the one that we get. If we can put away Chelsea, that could be huge. We are in 11th at the moment, so still doing very well. We're clear of the relegation zone. We're doing okay. But yeah, hopefully we can get a good result today. We need a big win under our belt, and hopefully Chelsea will be the scout that we take. Apologies, there hasn't been much in terms of uploads this week over both channels. I was in a lot of pain. Wisdom tooth ache. We're going to try and power our way through it, and this is hopefully going to go out on Sunday if all goes to plan. If you're enjoying the videos, then do drop a like on the video. It really helps the channel. Leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning on notifications. We're creeping closer to 800 subs, which is nice. Hopefully we can get there in the not too distant future, but we'll wait and see. So last episode we recorded a 2-1 home victory against Wigan. Stephen Cabot with the goals for us. Wigan did pull a goal back, but it was a good win for us. I was pleased. That was our 4th consecutive win in all competitions, unbeaten in 6 games. Since then it has taken a bit of a turn, but we've had some difficult games off camera. Man City put an end to that unbeaten run with a 2-1 victory at home, so we did have our unbeaten run ended. We led for a brief time in this one, but ultimately they were better than us and deserved the 3 points really. Like I said, we did lead briefly. Stephen Pearson with his first Sheffield United goal in only his 2nd appearance. He made his debut against Wigan and he scored in his 2nd match, so we took a lead. But then Man City did win 2-1. Samaras with a penalty on the 25th minute and then scoring on 75 minutes. The 2 goals by the Greek man, and City beat us 2-1 and end our unbeaten run. It was back-to-back defeats as we lost 4-1 at the Emirates to a very strong and very good Arsenal side. They've beaten us 9-2 on aggregate over the 2 games this season, so Arsenal are not to be messed around with. 34 shots to 7. We did create a few chances with the few shots that we had. We weren't terrible in this one, but it's Arsenal. Emmanuel Eboué at right back got the first goal, and that came on the 10th minute. It was 2-0. Julio Baptista with a 40th minute goal, the beast getting the goal there, and he's been very good for them. It was 3 just before half-time. Henry from the penalty spot scoring. I think what it said was his 26th goal of the season. We're only just in March, and Henry already has 26. Well, 27, if you count the goal he scored in the second half. That was on 63 minutes, but that was after we did get a consolation goal, and it was Alan Quinn on 50 minutes, 5 minutes into the second half, giving us a consolation goal. We weren't horrible in this one. It's just Arsenal completely outplayed us and were much better than us. We did have some poor performers. Tonge had a uneventful game for a change. He's usually brilliant. Chaplow as well didn't do too well. He came off at half time. We avoided defeat in the next match. I don't know how we didn't win this one because we had a number of chances at home against Charlton Athletic, but just couldn't put them away. We defended really well. I thought we were good value for a win, but we just couldn't finish those chances. Jagielka was sublime in this match. He was so good. He was only suspended for the FA Cup games, those 2 extra matches. He missed 1 match that was in the league, and then he missed 2 FA Cup matches with this 3-match ban, so he's back with us now. And we're in the FA Cup quarter-finals, which is ridiculous. We could be on our way to, not Wembley, because it's 2007, Millennium Stadium potentially. If we could have an FA Cup final this season. I'm not even joking. We've had some kind draws in the FA Cup this season. We've avoided the big teams, and we've got Southampton in the quarterfinal, so we're in the Championship also. So we could find ourselves with an FA Cup semi-final. If so, that will be on camera, definitely. We could find ourselves in a cup final in this series, which I did not expect to be saying. Speaking of the FA Cup, we did beat West Brom 2-1 at the Hawthorns to book our place in the 6th round against Southampton, and this one was a very good game actually. It could have gone either way, but we did manage to get the win 2-1. Stephen Cabot with the goal in the 29th minute to make it 1-0, and then Akinbaye with the goal in the second half. He'd had some time out of the team due to some poor form, but I rotated a little bit for this one and he came in. West Brom did pull a goal back with 86 minutes on the clock. Jonathan Greening scoring, but not enough for them to get to a replay. We win 2-1. And then the last match was a 2-1 defeat at St James's Park against Newcastle. Yeah, this was a thing that happened. Pearson scored again just after half an hour to make it 1-0, but Newcastle equalised before half-time. Eric Edmond, the left-back, with a goal on 41 minutes. And we were looking good value for a draw. The second half was very quiet. And then with 4 minutes of injury time out of 4 played, Kieran Dyer decided to lamp it from 35 yards and score. I was actually in shock. I couldn't believe what I just seen. Kieran Dyer, 35-yarder. Paddy Kenny got a 7, but he was disappointing in this game. The Edmund goal, he could have saved it. It went through his hands. And then the Dyer goal, he was not in the right position at all. I'm going to show both goals. I don't know why Kenny got a 7 in this game, because he was probably at fault for both goals. So it is 4 league matches where we didn't win. We did win in the FA Cup, and we do have Southampton in that quarter-final. If we do progress to the semis, they will be on camera. But today, Chelsea at home, it's going to be a difficult game. But hopefully we can get some sort of result. Like I said, we haven't really had a surprise win yet. We've had a few decent, really good results, but teams like Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Arsenal, Spurs, we haven't really had a big win. We've got a good draw at White Hart Lane against Spurs, but we haven't really beaten the big side yet. Chelsea is the one we're aiming for, but we've still got to face Liverpool before the end, and we host Man United on the penultimate day as well. So still plenty of opportunity to try and get a big win, but hopefully we can do it here with Chelsea. The league table, I think I mentioned we're in 11th place. We are looking very good actually. We're 15 points clear of the relegation zone. Could be 18 if we win today, which is unlikely, but we'll give it a go. Jagielka has moved into a centre-back role. Ligertwood has been playing pretty well as a defensive midfielder. He is going to stay there. Samay has been out with injury. He's going to come back. Claude Davis, since we last met, has not turned up for training twice. So that's his career done. I ain't playing him anymore. We've had a few injuries. Unsworth's been out. Yeah, we've had some injury problems. In fact, let's get that up because I've got one available at the moment. Geary was a right back that we played off camera in one game. He did okay, but then got injured. Unsworth is out, so we are kind of lacking in fullback options at the moment. Times like this, I wish I had Rob Kozlik back, but we sold him. But it's okay, because Samay and Bromley can sort of play as right backs. We don't really have a left back on the bench, so that's going to be a problem. Unless Hoyt can play at left back, so we're going to have to make do with that. Alembe is okay as a wing back, so that could be a possibility as well. But this is the team we're going to go with. Danny Webber's been on a bit of a goal drought. Hasn't scored since the Wigan game. So he has been starting, but then he's been on the bench more recently. Cabra and Akinbaye have both been in scoring form recently. So they are keeping their places. So the Chelsea 11, it's a 4-3-3. Petr Cech, Ashley Cole, Raul Albiol. Interesting signing. Terry, Paulo Ferreira, Michael Ballack, Frank Lampard, Michael Essien, and that midfield just screams quality. And then the front three, Ian Robin, Joe Cole and Andrei Shevchenko. They also have Felipe Mexes, so they've been very busy in the transfer window. Fernando Mera, Drogba, Schneider, Boulahrouz, and Javier Saviola is also signed for Chelsea. Chelsea have had a busy transfer window. How much was Saviola? £20 million. Just to show you Henry, we are in March, and Henry's got 25 Premier League goals. We're nowhere in these, which, mid-table, that's not to be expected, but we're into March and Henry's got 25 league goals. There's still, 10 games, 9 games left? He could easily get 30, without a doubt. Alright, I'm going to go for an aggressive team talk, and I'm going to say you've been playing well. The media have given you a lot of credit, so let's go out there and prove them right. We have not won in the last 4 Premier League matches. We're at home, 17th in the form table. That says it all. This is easily the best team we've faced so far on camera. Spurs were good, and they thrashed us 4-0. But Chelsea, this is the Premier League champions. We're facing the Premier League champions, the holders. And we've got the possession here with a highlight. And it's Ligertwood. Well, it was a brave effort. It wasn't on target. We're actually more of the ball at the moment. Neither side has hit the target yet. We're half an hour in. And it's another highlight with us in possession. It's Cabba. It was a well-won header by Terry. Armstrong is on, of course, in replacing the injured Unsworth. This might be them creating their first chance. Ballack, back to Ferreira. Now Ian Robin. Is he going to cut inside? I mean, he's gone over to the left channel. Joe Cole. Is Robin going to cut into his left foot and shoot? Because that is the, signature Robin move, isn't it? I don't know about back here when he was 22, 23 and was still receding. But, yeah, hopefully we don't be on the receiving end of that. Shevchenko has a shot, but it's well blocked. Chelsea have a corner. Neither side have hit the target yet. Are we going to have our first half with 0 shots on target? No, because Chelsea have just got one. Quinn pressuring Robin, but he gets away, does the Dutchman. And again, he's moving over to the left. Here's Ashley Cole. And it's a cross. It's Essien. It's Ferreira. Paulo Ferreira makes it 1-0. Wasn't expecting it to be him, especially with players like Drogba and Robin in this team. Paulo Ferreira makes it 1-0 with 90 seconds left of the first half. What a time to score as well, just before half time. The worst time to concede. I thought Essien was going to have a volley because that was Kieran Dyer territory. That was pretty much the same place. It was a bit further out. Could be a late highlight in the first half here, though. Tons with a free kick, and it might have been dipping in. But, was that a goal kick? It looked like Czech got to that. Right, half time. We might not have had a lot of shots, but we've kept them... I wouldn't say we kept them quiet. Chelsea, if anything, we've been wasteful with their shots. Quinn's been pretty disappointing. Let's make him a ball winner. Try and have him playing a little bit more defensive. In fact, we're going to play cautious. If we look at the stats, possessions more or less the same. Like Chelsea have had 12 shots. 12 shots, 2 on target. That's not Chelsea. Like Shevchenko's not really had much. Like he may have had a lot of those shots, but they haven't really been that threatening. Hopefully we actually manage to get a goal in this game. Robin corner for Chelsea. Header away by Ligertwood. I mean, Cabba didn't really want to go for that, but Ligertwood does. Here is Stephen Cabba to Armstrong. And Robin, whoa. Robin said thank you very much. That was like taking candy from a baby. Lampard, wow. I mean, we've got no chance if you're scoring goals like that. I mean, Chris Armstrong did not really cover himself in too much glory there. That was almost identical to the Dyer goal. And again, like Kenny, no, maybe could have had that covered. The position, it wasn't great. 2-0, half an hour left. We need to make some changes because we aren't playing well here. Quinn has been disappointing. Chaplow is going to replace him. Cabba's going to come off. Danny Webber's going to come on. Come on, end your goal drought, Danny Webber, because you've not been playing well recently. Can you get a goal? Let's go shoot on sight. We're just going to try and get as many shots as we can away, and hopefully one of them will find the net. Let's get stuck in as well. And we're going attacking. We're going to try and get something from this, but we've barely created a thing. We've had a couple of decent set pieces. Here's one. Michael Tons. 71 minutes on the clock. Webber. That's what I mean. He can't find the goal anymore. He's our top scorer with 12. He hasn't scored since we last met with the Wigan game. 77 minutes on the clock. Another Chelsea corner. Header away by Jagielka. And Kali Bularus looking to maybe put in another cross. Jagielka with another header away. Only as far as Ballack. Iron Robin. That's going to be a penalty. Justin Hoyt, I think he's conceded a good 3 or 4 penalties this season. He's good going forward, but he does tend to give away a lot of fouls. Right. I'm assuming this is Shevchenko. No, it's Ballack to make it 3-0 potentially. And he does. 3-0 Chelsea. We just can't do well against these big teams. Maybe we don't set up right against them. Maybe we need to be a bit more defensive. But it's 3-0. I am now just going to go back to balance to try and save any potential embarrassment. But let's try and get a goal at least. Come on. Let's have a consolation goal. Tonge. No, that wasn't great. Again. Lampard. Joe Cole's got lots of space. Oh, and he's gone past Armstrong with ease. I mean, our fullbacks are on support as well. Drogba with a header, but that's off target. Let's make the fullbacks more defensive. It does completely expose the flanks because we've got no one out there. But we're going to have to do it. Akinbaye is going to come off. Rob Hulse is going to come on. Last change. I mean, a consolation goal is like is all I'm hoping for now, really. We haven't had a shot on target in this game either. I don't think we probably haven't registered a chance because even if we do create stuff, is that going to be a penalty as well, or is it going to be outside the box? It's a free kick. We've been pretty poor today. I know it's Chelsea, but I was expecting a little bit more than this. I don't know what that free kick was. That was a waste of a free kick. 88 minutes on the clock. Can we get something late on here? Just a goal. I just want a goal. Come on. Tonge. Armstrong. Long ball. Here's Danny Webber. He's not going to score from out there. He's going to give it away. He's not had a very good appearance today. He's been on half an hour, less than half an hour, and hasn't done anything. And it's Joe Cole to Robin. See, look, we don't have wingers, so we're being completely destroyed out wide. Just we don't play wingers. Are you serious? Wesley Sneijder makes it 4. Another long-range goal. I mean, they're still broken in this game. They have been since the start. Long-range goals are broken. You don't see goals from inside the area. Almost loads of goals outside the box. And again, this is exactly the same once again. Kenny is out of position. And it's exactly the same as Dyer. Paddy Kenny, what is he doing? Full time. It's another 4-0 defeat. Well, I handed over to the assistant for the individual chats and he said the complete opposite of what I said. I said I wasn't happy and he's told a number of players that he was pleased. In fact, he told every player he was pleased. So, yeah. That's made them a bit confused. Yeah, we lost 4-0 at Stamford Bridge as well. So that's 8-0 on aggregate against Chelsea. 9-2 against Arsenal. Oh God, we've got to face Portsmouth yet as well. That's going to be next episode. We're going to try and get some revenge on Portsmouth for that horrific 5-2. I don't know when the FA Cup semi-final is going to be. It might be around the same time. In which case, there might be time for a double live com. We'll have to wait and see. But we're definitely going to do Portsmouth next time. And depending on when the FA Cup semi-final is, we might throw that in the same video as well. I don't know. But yeah, not great in that one. Again, I don't know why Kenny's got a 6.9. He may have made a lot of saves, but again, the positioning for the goals is not good enough. The Lampard goal, the Schneider goal, both outside the 18-yard box, and Kenny wasn't in the right position and he couldn't get over to get to it. I think it's time for a team meeting, because 5 Premier League games without a win is not good. So let's have a team meeting. Things haven't been going our way. And they agree we need to buck their ideas up. I think we'll, even if we do continue to play badly, I think we'll be safe in relegation. We've got quite a hefty lead over the bottom 3, which is now cut to 13. But I'm confident we can avoid a relegation, but hopefully we don't drop to be in sort of like 14th, 15th. I want to stay, if we can finish above 13th, that would be brilliant. That would be fantastic. But last few games have not been too good. We maybe could have won some. And Charlton we should have won. Newcastle we lost in the 95th minute. We've had some bad luck, but the results aren't good enough. But Portsmouth next time, potentially an FA Cup semi-final. Hopefully I will see you then. And if you enjoyed today's video, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning notifications. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.